add everybody. We have about...
So, yep. Maybe?
Can he say words?
Do what?
Words. Those are words.
Words.
Everyone is here. Alrighty. Alright. So, it sounds like everybody's doing good. That is good. Who wants to, let's get into it. Who wants to give me a quick recap from last session?
We made our way through Hell on Earth, also known as the Labyrinth of Doors.
Truth.
Killed various shit. Made it down to the bottom layer where Nolan's spirit was being held, apparently by another dick lich, because all liches are dicks apparently. We killed his undead minions, but he teleported out like a little bitch, and he took Nolan with him. I think that's where we left off.
That is, in fact, where you guys left. So you guys are currently below deck, so to speak, in the Lich's little sanctum area. There are doors to the left and to the west, east, and north of you guys that you have not checked out. And you are just catching your breath as he is only seconds ago teleported away. What would you guys like to do while you are here?
Well, I've still got my field up for about an hour, so I feel like we should explore while it's still up.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes.
Is an hour.
Anti-magic? I thought anti-magic field was 10 minutes.
I am pretty sure it's an hour. Let me double check. I have it written down in my character sheet as an hour, and I'm
Oh,
pretty sure I just
that's my
copied
bad.
it.
That is my bad. I thought it was only 10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's fucking awesome.
Sweet.
Anybody have any preferences
Alright.
on which way we go first?
I'm gonna say north because that's where he was coming from. So he might have left with Nolan, but he may have left other stuff behind.
We agree.
Alright. Let's check the northern door.
Alright. It is currently locked.
I'll, first off, check it for mundane traps.
Investigation
then-
check for me. There are no mundane traps that you can find on it.
Okay.
It would appear the trap was meant to be the lich sitting in front of it, who has pieced the...
I guess I'll try picking it using my X-ray vision and the magic bar.
Alright. Make a advantaged dexterity check. Yeah, fine, that's good enough. Otherwise, you're just going to rip the lock off the door, I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you swing open the door to find a smaller room than you were expecting behind it. It's mostly just bare stone, but it has a few shelves sitting on the walls, which look a little bit scattered, as if somebody just rifled through them very quickly and grabbed a few things off of them. There is, at the far end of the room, a teleportation circle inscribed into the ground, and a table upon which sits a crystal ball. There are still several items sitting on the shelves, however. There is a ring, a very fine dark gray robe, several bottles, a rolled up carpet, and a helmet.
All right. I am out of low-level spell slots, so I can't do Identify without wasting time. I guess just shove it all in the bag of holding for now, and
I should also specify there is also a bag on one of the. There is also a bag as one of the things there, which as you there is a bag.
There is a bag.
Let's see what's in here: crystal ball, a ring, a bag, a robe, 6 potions, 2 smaller vials, a rolled up carpet, and a helmet.
so it was crystal ball, ring, bag, gray robe. What else?
6 what look like the same kind of potion, 2 smaller vials, and a rolled up carpet and a helmet.
So, I think shove all of that but the bag into my bag of holding.
That
What do
doesn't
you do
work
with
right
the
now because
bag?
anti-magic? Or...
Well, but all of my stuff still works.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing with the bag?
Just holding on to it.
Okay. You're not
Not
sticking
putting
your
it in the
hand.
bag of
You're not
holding.
checking what's in it or anything.
We can do that later.
Okay.
It could be a mimic.
Other
Just take it with us.
other than that, you I think the anti-magic field would reveal it if it were a mimic.
That's true.
Also, I have true sight.
You do.
Also true.
But yeah, I figure like it's not worth like slowing down to identify any of this stuff. We can do that at our leisure later. I kind of want to be a dick to this lich because he was a dick and just break his teleportation circle.
Approved.
Takes out the smash and stick.
You want to smash his teleportation circle? All right. Sidok, you got the feeling that your anti-magic field just canceled some sort of incoming spell at you.
Good to know.
Shortly thereafter, 1, 2. Diggeroy, you hear in your head, "You absolute assholes! Do you have any idea who my father is?
Always one of
He'll
those.
rip you off to shreds! Get your filthy asses out of my sanctum, or I will destroy you!"
Is this Salen's son?
Oh shit. No, I thought he was like
if it
Mr.
is,
Windows or something like that.
I doubt Zalen would do anything other than be disappointed.
Yeah, I'm really not worried about it.
Yeah, he's used a sending spell. You can reply to him should you wish.
He'll just hear me laugh when he says, "Do you know who my father is?"
Just over and over. Yeah, how long does laughter last, word-wise?
We're not getting into that. He sends to you again. "I am very serious. I am Dorcas Dorval Dry, and I will not tolerate this level of disrespect. Nor will my father when he hears about it."
Yeah, no response to that.
All right,
Father is
cool.
indeed the king of Windows.
What does that make him?
No idea.
Yeah. Alright. You want to smash his teleportation circle?
Yep.
Neat. You take out the stick of smashing, and you smack up the teleportation circle. It makes very satisfying crunches under your staff as you keep hitting it and just cracking the runes. They even make nice little puffs of light as they break. Um, and you eventually lay waste to his teleportation circle. Not gonna make you roll for it.
Just take some pieces of it with him, with me, so we can't mend it back together or some shit.
Amazingly petty. I love it. Yeah. Alrighty.
And I guess check out the room on the left.
Alright. On the left-hand side, you head down a little bit of a hallway, and you find yourself in what appears to be some sort of golem workshop. There's a half under construction flesh golem where the bottom half has flesh stitched to it, but there is only bones and skeleton for the upper half. There's various alchemical equipment and what looks like it was another couple stages of flesh to be sewn on in a cold box nearby.
Should we continue to smash?
Are there any books in the room?
Not in open view. Make an investigation.
Yeah, I will look around.
Smashing books is
Carefully,
not
because
cool.
I'm also expecting traps.
I will also look around.
I find all the traps.
Slightly
All
less
many
carefully.
traps. All 0 traps. Sadok, you do not manage to find it, unfortunately.
What are we looking for?
Golem manual, but just generally books on golem making.
Wherever his golem making books were, they appear to be not here.
I mean, do you really want books on how to make flesh golems anyway?
Not flesh golems in particular,
Well,
but I figure more golem knowledge might be
Ooh,
useful to the.
Not advantage, but that is still natural 20.
Okay, with a 21, you manage to poke around underneath the. You start, for some reason, poking around underneath the platform on which the golem is being made, and find a lead-lined little safe.
Gonna take that out and show it.
Like it's built into the floor.
Oh, it's actually built.
Oh,
Oh,
of storm
can I
giant
rip it
strength.
out of the floor?
Make a strength check to see if you can rip it out of the floor.
so I take it out. It's bolted onto the floor.
Take
so
it
I
out.
take it out.
Yeah.
I can take it out. It wasn't bolted down.
Does anyone have a crowbar?
Yes, I do.
Can I
Perfect.
use that?
Yeah, go ahead. Make a straight up strength check with advantage because of the crowbar.
Boom.
Yeah, you take the crowbar and you sure manage to pry open this fucking vault. And within, you in fact find 2 books.
Ooh. I'll show those to Diggeroy. Pass them over.
Mm-hmm. Can I read the titles?
Yes. They are both manuals of golems. One of them specifies that it is a manual of flesh golems. The other one specifies that it is a manual of stone golems.
Good, good.
The crew's just gonna have an entire army. Warforged, golems, all the shit.
Mwahahaha.
I don't think that's really surprising news to anyone, though.
Nope.
But okay. I'll pocket those.
All right.
There's like a half-made flesh golem or something like that.
Yep.
Do you want to smash some more stuff?
More like, for this one, since it's a flesh golem, would like to decompose the fuck out of it.
All right. You decompose. You start decomposing. Unfortunately, let me check something real quick.
I was gonna say that probably qualifies as unnatural, doesn't it?
Doesn't seem to have much of an effect on the golem, unfortunate.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well then, let me see. What can I do?
Like decomposing it, your spores attempt to move into the golem, and they just stick to the surface of it and don't really seem to find a purchase. There's
Okay.
nowhere for them to burrow in and start eating.
Then I would like to just moonbeam it.
Okay. You moonbeam it. Your moonbeam stays on it until it is just a burnt pile of bones and ashes.
Sorry, I can't spam Sacred Flame, but I can spam Moonbeam.
That's just terrible. Just terrible.
All right. One last room to check.
Mm-hmm.
Head to the east.
Alrighty. In here, you appear to find. At first glance, it appears to be something of a morgue. Not a mortuary. That's a different thing. There's various bits of people and corpses, and a lot of medical equipment around. Then you notice that some of the people are still wriggling, and notice all of the magical sigils in the back of the laboratory. And you put together. This is probably where he made his undead.
Surprise.
Well, I will take my anti-magic field and walk over towards the sigils.
They fade.
What happens to the corpses?
The ones that are still wriggling stop wriggling.
Kristona, you want to decompose them while they're out?
Yep, we'll just send spores that way and start doing that.
Okay. They slowly decompose away while while Sadok negates the magic, making them animate.
Does the mushroom spell out Cristona was here for when it gets back?
All right.
Well, back to the ship.
Think so.
We would like much less doors now.
Yeah, that's a thing we're gonna have to work on.
It's okay. I'm sure you can just rip out all the doors on the ship. It'll be fine. I'm sure
Please do not
Ramus
rip
and
out
Realm
all the
won't mind.
doors on the ship. Some of those doors keep the ship from sinking.
We will avoid
They
those.
do. In fact, they do.
But we also do not want to piss off Realm. And we are certain that if Ramus is angry, Realm will be pissed off too.
Possibly. But yeah, start making our way back then, I guess.
Alrighty. Ba-da-ba-da. How long would you guys have taken down here? I don't know. How long do you think it would have taken you guys to search the rest of this?
Half hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, seems legit. Cool.
Fair enough.
um, so this does lead to a little bit of an awkward situation when you guys get back up to the Digora. You're enlarged
See?
currently from the
Via potion,
spell.
but yeah.
Via potion.
See,
Oh god, just roll me a d4.
You're getting stuck.
Yeah, Digora is stuck.
I
Is the TLDR.
well, I mean, I still get the field up for like another 10 minutes, so we can just walk
That's
next
true.
to each other.
That is true. Alrighty.
He can get big again once we're in open space.
Alrighty. So I have what order would you guys be marching in? Just out of curiosity.
Bauer and Cristona tend to be towards the front of things, because melee.
Cuz face.
That too. Well, melee
Would it-
face, but
Help to have me in front this time with the anti-magic and null.
potentially.
Well, yeah, I mean, it depends entirely on what we run up against. But
If there are any
Okay.
more doors.
There are no more doors that you guys have not already opened as you leave this place. Unless you super want to go down the hallway with 3 doors in the middle of it.
no thanks.
Hold on, let me reveal it.
I mean,
Unless
we
you
have
guys-
the anti-magic field. We have
Unless
a
you
Cristona
super
that
want to
has
go
the key.
down here.
Nope.
I mean, we could just show those doors. What for? Teach them a lesson.
Oh, there is one other door that you guys haven't opened yet. And it's this one.
I think we can leave that one alone too.
Alright. all your dreams. I do need a marching order, though, because your exit surprise is not completely without incident.
Of course.
I can go first as usual, or as often.
Okay.
I'm still fine being second. If Sadok wants to be more towards the front with the anti-magic.
Well, I mean, if somebody else is going to be in front of me anyway, you might as well all be.
Okay.
That's
For
the
you are
spirit.
tanky, and I am not.
All right, I'm gonna unembiggen dig. All right. So,
So where are we at?
you're not
Okay.
on that one.
Okay. There we go.
So, just as you are leaving, and you open up this final door, you see something that was not there when you first got here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
There
this
is
dickhead.
a
Hey.
large winged creature standing before you with a great sword and a longbow slung across his back,
Oh,
with a
hey.
pair of small elephant-looking creatures flanking him.
Weird.
What are those?
Adorable is what they are. Thank you very much.
Have we
I was gonna
gotten
say, let me
drunk?
guess, you want one as a pet now?
I mean.
Oh, somehow I knew you would. Um,
I was just kind of thinking we all just got super drunk suddenly, but no, I'm yeah, sure.
nope. Um, okay. So, the solar stands across from you.
This was the Solar who served Nolan's god, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You have one option here. Either give me the pieces of the disciple, or die, and I will extract them from your corpses.
Those are two options.
You have two options here.
I mean, wouldn't a third option be to kill you?
You may certainly try.
I was really hoping he would say, you have three options here.
He takes
Point
his
of
longbow
order.
off his shoulder.
Do you still
What
hear?
would you do with them if we gave them to you?
Make him whole again.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
I will hear your answer. And he pulls his longbow from his back and knocks an arrow.
To be fair, isn't the premise that Nolan broke himself apart because these are the weaker pieces, so he wants to make him weaker?
Weaker is... yeah, one way to look.
Only completely different and with more suffering.
Of course, because everybody must suffer the maximum amount. This is D&D after all. No. Weaker is probably the wrong word to describe it. Nolan's fucking crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He basically broke off the parts that weren't crazy enough for him.
So he make himself slightly less crazy? I don't know. Is that like mixing two alcohols and then the proof goes down because one is...
Maybe. I don't know, man.
It's not quite how alcohol works, but
Well, yeah, well, I mean, if you have, like, a proof that's less than the other, then technically the average kind of goes down because
the
it
average
dilutes
would be
it.
between the two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but this is definitely a psychopath deciding that, oh, that last little shred of empathy, can't have that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically. Except that he has the means to actually excise it from his head.
Which is moderately disturbing in and of itself.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep.
So anyway,
The solar
killing
is
this
still
thing?
standing there, ready to kill you guys, though.
And Hacius's chosen does not want to be put back together.
That is not for him to decide.
You think he will cause less problems fighting against his other halves?
The solar doesn't answer you. Will you give them to me freely, or will I have to kill you for them?
Just so y'all know, I kind of have something I want to do, but fucking Sadok's anti-magic field fucked that up.
Rip.
No,
you
it
go.
wouldn't. No, it wouldn't help. It would not help. I need to be able to touch all of you.
Oh, I mean, if you want to
Anybody
like,
gonna anybody
shift
gonna
out of
give him
here,
an answer, or
if you want to shift out of here, I can drop it.
That is the
Or
plan,
windwalk
but I
or
don't know.
whatever else.
Is my telepathy considered magic to be messed up? Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, we
it's
decided
part
that.
of the staff.
So yeah, I
Staff
couldn't
is an
even
artifact.
I couldn't even telepathy to you.
Staff's an artifact. Artifacts ignore anti-magic field.
I mean,
Oh.
you could. Oh, they do? Interesting.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I guess they do. That is,
I'm like
I'm
80%
pretty
sure
sure
they
that's
do.
correct.
Mm-hmm.
Spells and other magical effects, except those created by an artifact or a deity.
Then yeah, would telepathy to the group and mention we should probably run back away from this thing around the corner and then can plane shift everybody.
Cool. Cool. So is anybody going to give him a response, or is he about to shoot a bit?
I mean, do we want to run though? Like, we're low on spell slots, maybe, but I think we're all still pretty healthy, right?
Uh. Um. Yeah, just not. Yeah, just lower on spell slots, except for like I still have my 7th level at least.
Don't mind me. I'm just setting up initiative while you guys chat.
Yes, of course.
I'm on team runaway right now because I'm very low on spell slots.
Alright. That's fine.
Cool. Roll initiative.
Of course.
Because he's about to try and shoot you because he's fed up that nobody's answering him.
Hold on, just one moment, please. Hold on.
We're conversing.
We're trying to make a plan here.
Oops.
Cool. I'm reasonably sure the solar wins a tie between him and
Yeah.
that takes us to Sadok. Sadok, you can see that the solar is itching to let loose within.
So to be clear, the plan here is for Cristona to just plane shift us all. Do we all need to be like next to you for this?
Yeah, I
Can
need
you
to touch
move while
everybody.
doing this? Alright. So I guess I'll move there. drop the anti-magic field. And just because I can, I'm gonna shoot a bitch.
Sure.
And we'll see what happens. So that. Does the 20 still hit?
20 misses.
20 misses. Alright, so I get to re-roll once.
Okay,
And
that'll
then
hit.
I'm going to action surge and do that again.
Okay.
Woo!
Oh, and that procs special effect. And then bonus action for one more attack.
Cool. Total that up for me.
Give me a moment.
What are you now? Cleric 3, Ranger, Fighter 2,
Ranger
Ranger
11.
9? Ranger
Ranger
11.
Damn.
Cool. He is still standing.
Shit.
Oh, I mean, of
Nice.
course.
Yeah, of course. But
If
He
he were
is,
a humanoid or a fiend, he would have taken an extra 28.
Bunch.
yeah. Also
An extra
nice.
Hopefully that's enough to at least annoy him.
It sure did. It sure did.
Oh, I bet.
I'm curious, is he bloodied by that?
Yes.
I
Damn.
didn't know offhand.
Are we rethinking the plane shift plan?
Little
Given that he's
bit.
bloodied?
Maybe.
I'm in favor.
Well, it is his turn.
Can probably
so,
heal. But
Yeah, probably see what he does first.
End of your turn, Sadok. Yeah, end of your turn, he's gonna do a thing. And he will briefly remove a hand from his arrow and thrust it at the group of you, and cause a burst of radiant fire to explode in you guys' midst. And I need you all
That
to make
ain't spell.
No.
Okay.
Specifically, it is. Well, that's half the damage, but yes. Please roll me a dexterity save. Everybody. Digoroy passes. Bauer, you fail. Sadok, you fail.
I'm gonna use
Kristona,
my
you also
inspiration.
fail. Okay. You still fail.
Yeah.
Everybody who passes. So Digoroy takes 5 fire damage and 9 radiant. Everybody else takes 10 fire damage and 18 radiant, for a total of 28 damage. Then he is going to use his lovely. He is going to use his lovely long. And Sadok just did 169 damage to him. So he's going to take a shot at with his slaying longbow. That's a 29 to hit you, Sadok.
Yeah, it just barely hits.
Cool. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
That's not gonna happen.
You can
Shit.
certainly try. All right. Sadok dies.
Well, fuck.
Rip.
That takes us to Kristona.
Well,
The Solar looks very satisfied at what he just did to Sadok.
well, seeing that, Kristona is going to go back to the original plan, grab everyone, including, like, laying down to Sadok's corpse, and cast Plane Shift with the, tuning fork to sigil.
Alrighty. Alright. You grab Sadok's corpse
Be right back.
and plane shift everybody to sigil. and he does not have counters.
Yeah, I don't have to counterspell. Counterspell.
Yay!
Sorry.
No worries. And that takes you guys out of initiative. Sudok is dead.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, no, I have Raised Dead, and I actually do have a 5th level slot.
Good stuff.
So I'm just trying to remember if I have a gem.
I have been giving you guys diamond dust for various things. I don't know how much you currently have. You do end up in Sigil.
Whatever, I can just buy one.
You certainly do. You find yourselves in the market ward once more. You are actually right next to the square where you guys made a bunch of money last time you were here, where there are people shouting, "Need a res! Looking for group! Need a healer! Need a tank!" Strangely, no one is shouting, "Need DPS,"
For some reason.
for some
Um,
reason.
Weird.
I'll just shout out, I can res someone for 2 gems.
Well, if I were to roll a new character,
You have like 2
Would I be
people who
starting
can
at level
resurrect
13?
you.
yeah.
No, I think he's taking
But like
the
I just hit
opportunity
like
to
my
stay.
capstone essentially. I think I'm ever gonna beat that 169 damage in the first round.
That's not the spirit. Who knows? Who knows what stupid bullshit I'll give you now?
Yeah,
We did get a lot of shit from that,
but now I can work on trying to do 150 damage every round.
God.
I don't know. I've been able to get over 100. What do we call an average of 60 damage per hit.
Oh yeah, I don't
no.
think I can actually get up that high every round.
Oops.
I can try.
Um,
I have ideas for Clint though.
of course you do.
I thought this was
All right, you guys get several groups who immediately swarm you. We have gems. We have gems. We have gems. We don't have 2 gems at the moment, but we can buy some from right over there. We have 2 gems, and
We've got to show up with 2 good gems.
we got 2 gems and 2,500 gold.
Gold.
All right.
Take the 2 gems. Res their buddy.
Uh-huh.
We got some time on that. Does take an hour to cast, so.
It does. So, Sudok, for about an hour, you are no longer on Yualia anymore. You are, you instead find yourself standing in front of Tyr's courthouse once more, on Mount Celestia. You have a brief 20-ish minute interaction with a couple of angels who are just there to verify your status.
like, hey, welcome back.
Hey, welcome back. And then they see,
they have to go through the whole bureaucracy.
they see a halo over your head.
Director.
They see a halo over. Pardon me as I check his name. And Delum returns from the courthouse. Ah, you're here for the other reason people come here.
Yes, well, happens to all of us.
To
sooner or later.
train until I get stronger and come back and more powerful.
What, do you think we have secret martial artists here? No. Will you be returning, young Sudok?
Am I being ordered to?
We would never order you to return against your will.
Just gonna leave us with your girlfriend.
You have given us your life. The greatest sacrifice you can give. It is your decision as to whether or not you continue or take your well-earned reward.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay here. It's nice.
Oh. Very well. Then allow me to introduce you to the non-courthouse related sections of Mount Celestia. I think you may like them. There are a couple of familiar faces. All right. After maybe an hour of Adelum showing you around Mount Celestia, you feel a call from. You feel a call upon your soul from Digroy.
Should have used the speak with dead wand first.
Speak with Dead doesn't actually get him aligned to you.
Does it not?
Nope.
Well,
It's just emanating intelligence, basically. It's not actually like your soul or anything.
yeah. But I mean, I would know what I would do anyway, so.
True.
Forgot you had that.
All right. Well, I assume the call goes unanswered.
Yep.
All right. You you do not Sadok. You cast Raise Dead upon his body. But he does not return.
Do I know why?
Uh, yeah. You know that his soul was not willing. It's at liberty. You made a connection to it. It's just not willing to come back.
Okay. I will share that news with the other members of the party.
Really?
Oh well.
Kind of looks down slightly angrily at Sadok for that. This was where you stopped annoying all of them. An arrow
Someone's
from
gonna-
one solar.
Someone's gonna have to tell Calantha.
Gonna thunk this staff a little bit in his gut, just slightly, like not super hard, but just a bit of anger at that.
Sadok, are you going to want to take over playing Calantha?
everything stop working? Oh. Yes, it did.
Yes.
Now is it working? Okay. That was weird.
Twas.
Darn it, Discord.
Yeah. Sadok lies, continues to lie dead, despite how much poking Cristona does with her staff.
Just getting more more frustrated. Why are you being a coward now? Do that and leave us with the consequences. And then just eventually shakes her head and just kind of storms off through the street a little bit just to walk it off.
Imagine there's rules against leaving bodies lying around.
It's
I mean,
Sigil.
you.
What's a bag of holdings for? Have you learned nothing from your time with Sadok?
Yeah. All right. So that's
You just eat them. By that I mean decompose, but
what?
the spores could eat them, to be fair. That's really what decomposition is.
You're not wrong. Jesus Christ. Yeah. How are Digray and Bauer doing with Sadok not coming back?
His choice.
Yeah. A little upset. But got shit to do.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
All right.
Grab the bag of holding. Shove the corpse in the bag of holding with the other corpses.
Plenty of other corpses. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. All right. Are you stripping his corpse, or are you going to leave him?
Well, not in the middle of the street.
It is Sigil.
Not in the middle of the street. One. Just
But
wonderful.
yeah, the next step is to find a place to stay.
That's what back alleys are for.
I mean, I got manners and shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, he has manners.
No.
Did you just read my message?
No,
Oh, okay.
not that. You have a bit of Nolan in you.
Oh
that,
yeah.
I do. Or I
that
did.
just got set free by you dying.
Well, shit.
Well, we'll handle that in character in a second. You guys going to find... Actually, no, this is Sigil. You can do it on the street. As you stuff Sadok's corpse into the bag of holding, a wisp of blue smoke emerges from him. Emerges from the bag, specifically originating from his corpse, and manifests into the shape of Nolan. Wow. Shit. I kind of liked the kid. He turns towards the members of the party who remain there. Either of you want me?
Want you wearing our head? Not really.
All right. It's okay. I'm familiar with the feeling. I'm used to not being wanted. I'll just fuck off then.
Sigil might be the best place for you.
Oh, no, as soon as you leave, there's probably going to be some Abishay or something that jumps on me and tries to drag me to hell. My only option to avoid that is to somehow try and plane shift without an actual body. So, I guess this is, goodbye. I'm out. If you ever see the kid again, tell him I don't like him, but I respected him. Peace. And he starts going through the motions of casting plane. Cool. Someone got some gnarly allergy.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. He discorporates into a cloud of and disappears. And whence he went, no one. All right. Christina heads off and finds the, I believe it was the Stormy Baboon
Mm-hmm.
that you guys stayed at last time. You go there. The wizard who lives above it in the Stormy Baboon's tower briefly looks in on the group of you and then looks very disappointed when he doesn't see Sidok with you.
Well, Christona went off on her own first, which is why she wasn't there for that conversation. I don't know when they decided to come, but
Right. He looks in on you first. And you see a large baboon wearing wizard's robes peek in from the stairs upstairs. The barkeep looks at you as you come in. Rough day?
what is how big is the room? And I guess depends on where.
Fairly large. This is a fairly. This is a pretty decent tavern.
Then probably no response as she's probably looking away and not can't hear him just yet. But just gonna head to the bar, some kind of table or something like that, and sit down and just like put out, I guess, some gold and kind of look around and then notice him. Like, need 3 rooms and food.
He'll frown a little bit at the telepathy, but kind of take it in stride. This is, and he'll think back at you. Any drinks?
Just water.
Got it. Bring it over. Be a couple minutes.
Just gives a nod and folds arms on the table.
Did you tell Bauer and Diggeroy where you were going?
Nope. Just stormed off, basically.
Alright. Bauer and Diggeroy, you guys are in the streets of Sigil, the market ward. You've just seen Nolan discorporate. Cristona has stormed.
If I remember how Sigil works, if you concentrate hard enough on something, you can kind of make it happen.
Yes. There's... What are you looking to accomplish?
Knowledge of where Cristona is. I want to do the start small here.
Make a charisma check. Okay. You do your best to picture it, to will it into being. But the best you can get is a floating arrow that briefly appears, pointing towards Cristona's location.
They technically have
Well,
permanent
it's
non-detection too.
You do.
Well, it's something, so I'll move off in that direction.
Okay.
Since I don't have any better ideas, I'll just follow Digger.
All right. Make a survival check, Diggory. Yeah, good enough. You take a bit of a winding path through the streets of Sigil. And then you remember from the couple days you spent here last time that this is more or less taking you in the direction of the inn you stayed at when you were last here, the Stormy Baboon.
Ah. Yeah, I'll check there.
You spy Cristona sitting at a table with, at this point, a plate of food and a cup of water in front of her.
Mostly poking at it and not actually eating it just yet.
Go on in. Is she sitting at a table?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sit down next to her.
Took longer than expected. We have rooms.
Good.
All right. Just gonna sit there for the rest of the night, or
I'm gonna do some drinking.
Yep.
Christona
No.
getting in on it?
Yeah, even though I'm immune to poison now. Or I can't be
Yes.
poisoned at least.
The Captain Rogers problem. It's okay. They make This is Sigil. They make liquor for people like.
That's fair. He was an idiot. Just eventually, like, while still eating.
You can make people fight, but they never fight well that way.
Hmm? Confused. Mostly because I'm confused.
David is also confused.
I'm sure you've heard of impressment, where you kidnap somebody and put them on a boat to make them a sailor.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So Diggory would be familiar with the practice, but he would also know that someone who didn't want to be there generally does a shit job.
Hmm. He did not think about the group. We know nothing but the group.
Yeah, it was unusual timing.
There are many left behind. It was selfish. He chose to go alone, but we do not understand alone. We only understand what is best for the group. And we do not think that was best.
But it's not your choice to make. And we can't only think of the group. We have to think about ourselves.
We still do not understand the concept the way you explain it, Diggeroy. We are a group.
I don't know if I could explain it to you.
We do not have to be happy about this. We can call him a fool because we believe he is a fool for this.
See, I don't like that. Because he may have, even if you don't like this choice, that doesn't make him bad overall. Or foolish. Or even selfish.
We cannot see how.
You can't judge a man by one choice.
There have been many choices to judge him by. This was just the last, and that makes it the most important.
Does it?
Does it not?
I don't know.
We constantly live and die and live and die. And each death has its final task. And that task sets the course for the rest and continues the cycle.
We don't. When we die, we just sort of stop.
But the group continues without.
Right. But what the group does without me is not my concern. Or at least not my only concern.
That is hard to understand for us. It is always the concern.
I know.
We are allowed to be upset.
Of course. I'm upset too.
Yet you debate us.
Because tomorrow I have to get back to work and won't have time to be upset.
That we understand. But we do not wait until tomorrow.
Well, I think we have to wait till tomorrow to shift out of here.
We are still at work, even here. We have to think.
Right. Also, he's my friend. I don't like you hearing you say mean things about him.
He was our friend also, which is why we are upset. We think highly, and it breaks that trust.
I suppose it does. Well, I'm gonna stop thinking for a bit. Diggory signals for another drink.
You are brought one. The barkeep comes out from behind the counter and brings it over to you. Rough day.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell from your friend. He places another beer in front of you. Give me 1 second. He heads back behind the bar and rummages around a little bit, and then brings out a amber-colored bottle and a trio of glasses. He walks back over to the table with them and puts one in front of you and Christona and Bauer, and pours a little bit of the liquid into it. something for you to toast to whoever it was on the house.
Thank you.
No problem. Happens to the best of us. He'll head back behind the bar.
Raise my glass to Sidok.
Still think over it for a moment, still kind of about it, but lift it up because DeGroy is. For the ones that continue.
What does Bauer toast to?
Going out in a good way.
Blooding an angel.
Yeah. You all toast, knock back the liquid. It is the best, like, smoky, good whiskey that any of you have ever had. Leaves you briefly breathless for a moment as it slides down your throat. And gives you that good whiskey.
So not Fireball.
No. All right. You guys get to drinking for the night. Christona, are you drinking too? Beyond the whiskey?
Yeah, because it's what the group's doing.
Okay. The bartender notices that the drinks you're ordering don't seem to have much effect on you after a couple, and he heads over to you after a little bit and drops a bottle of what is only labeled Mead in front of you. Here. You're one of those folks who are immune to poison, aren't you?
Really, I can't be poisoned. I can still take poison damage, but I can't be poisoned.
Right.
I'm gonna make that
One of
distinction
those
because I know I
folks.
said it earlier by accident.
Right. One of those folks who don't get drunk easily, right? This should do the trick.
Can I consider it for a second, then give like a slight nod?
Enjoy. I'll head back behind the bar and leave you guys to drink the night away. As the people of my generation, rest in pepperoni.
Sorry, what?
Rip in pepperonis.
Kids are weird.
Whatever.
Yes, F.
Press F to pay respects.
That's more like it.
The Rippin' Pepperoni has been around for a while too.
That one I'd
Yeah,
never
I
heard
know.
of.
I think I think I watched the birth of it years ago on League stream. Back when I was young and young. But rest in pepperonis, Sadok. And, you know, in the loving company of friends and family.
Except Calantha.
Except Calantha. She's still on Earth.
You asshole leaving your girlfriend behind.
Not my girlfriend.
Let's see what she thinks about that.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you've confirmed that you're probably not using her, I can do whatever I
Fair.
Make con saves, everybody. Those of you who are. Okay.
Oh, Diggory Sable.
I got him. You all have pretty gnarly headaches waking up the next day.
That's fine.
You also no longer have Bless, Christona.
Oh, when did... Damn it!
Congratulations, Digoroy. You have the highest with an 11. You're the least hungover. Bauer and Christona, you both wake up extremely hungover from drinking for Sadok.
Probably covered in a lot of icy mushrooms now. It's like almost armor at this point.
Yes.
That is something else to focus on. Guess a prep to see about plane shifting back. But we might need Diggory to do some sending.
Maybe. You have the tuning fork back, or perhaps more accurately, I think Sadok's corpse has the tuning fork back.
Hmm?
I
Isn't that
think
holding
Sadok
right
Oh,
has...
next
yeah.
to
Yeah,
right next to the wand to speak with Dad.
and currently your corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
And
no!
What?
Oh no!
What?
You had that second bag on your person, right?
I did. Did you guys not take it out?
I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know. Did we know that,
No, I don't think Sadok said anything.
shit.
That would have said, because we would have listed off what we were gathering from the tombs.
So he totally did kill the Celestial.
If nothing else, he killed all of you.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, he sucked you all off to the astral.
Well, He really was a selfish bastard.
Okay, in the
Hey,
interest of
you can't blame that on me.
If you didn't tell us, then that's what happened. So that's your fault.
Like, we
Yeah.
listed off all the things, and I specifically didn't put that one in the bag of holding. Like,
That is true.
you guys would have known about it.
That's fair. Okay. So we're gonna say that DeGroy has that second bag, which is in fact a bag of holding. Yeah. Well, shit. Rip and Peps, Oak. Rip and Peps. Also, you did a wee bit better than just bloodying an angel.
How much health did he have left?
He had 243 total. So you took him from 243 to double digits.
You guys should have finished him.
I did that so we could bring your ass back. Fuck you.
She's right. She is right. Yeah. All right. You make your preparations for. What are you preparing for hitting?
Well, I think first need to see if can get a hold of anyone on the ship to make sure that they're still there and to let them know what happened. And then try to get back to as close to it as possible if they're still on, or to that island or something like that if they're still on it. If not, then try to get as close to it as possible.
Okay. Roll me a d20 to see if your sending works across planes.
This would be Diggeroy, because I don't have sending.
Yeah.
No.
Works across planes.
Huzzah.
Okay, what I miss?
Almost being sent into the astral plane, but not.
Yeah. You know how Sadok had that second bag of holding that was, or had just found that second bag that was definitely a bag of holding?
We used a corpse in the bag.
Well, let's deal with it. Anyway, oh my god, fucking A.
Okay,
Where are
or
we now?
you're still in Sigil.
No.
Sadok made the point that he definitely would have told you guys that it was probably a bag of holding. And I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. Please don't do that again. Be
So you have
careful with
it.
So you have a bag of holding now.
So plane shift with a bag of holding is bad, right?
Plane
No,
shift with it is fine.
just don't
It's
stick the
putting
one
a
in the
bag
other.
of holding.
Oh yeah, no.
It was on Sadok's corpse, and you stuck Sadok's corpse into the bag.
So yeah, considering Diggeroy should probably send to somebody on the ship and figure out where the heck they are so that we can plane ship back to them.
Yeah, I'll do that. Realm, I guess.
Yeah. What do you send?
Just that we had to escape via plane shift, and we're gonna try and shift back tomorrow. Is the ship still where we left it?
We're on top of the island now. There
Okay.
was an angel that came to try and kill us again. Ramus and I drove it off. It seemed pretty fucked up.
Oh, that would have been amazing if they killed him. Realm could have fucked some shit up.
Okay, good. We'll shift back to there.
All right.
Is that an option?
Yeah. There's memory serves, there's a teleportation circle on the ship. You could plane shift directly to the circle.
Does that work with all its non-detection shit?
Yes.
Okay.
Like there's nothing to prevent people from teleporting in or out of the ship.
Okay.
So you have to make sure that nobody gets the teleportation sigil to your ship, or they'll have a bad
Yep.
time.
Password. All the locks in the world don't help.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys can shift directly back to the ship itself. Plane shift is neat like that.
Mm-hmm. Do that.
All right. You get the tuning fork out of the bag of holding, and you get the tuning fork out of the bag of holding, and you briefly see Sidok's dead face in there, as you do. And you plane shift back to the Falcon. Realm jerks awake from next to the circle as you get. She looks up and counts only 3 of you. Where's Pretty Boy? Or sorry, where's Other Boy?
It was right here. He didn't make it.
Oh,
I'll take. Gonna take the thing out of the bag.
the what out of the bag?
The corpse out of the bag.
You just pull out his corpse in front of Realm? What do you do with it when you do? Do you just hold it up and display it? Do you throw it at her for maximum horror?
No.
Do you rip his head off and start juggling it with the other skulls in there?
Hilarious.
Inquiring minds want to know. What are you going to do to further traumatize her?
No, it'd probably do like turn their back to Realm, take out of the bag, and just kind of like hold, just like carry, and then set down gently. Because they're fine with death. Like, they're fine with corpses. They don't.
I mean, like, yeah, Cristona is.
Yeah, that's what.
Realm,
That's the
Realm
thing.
is maybe not.
Yeah. She doesn't really know that.
Realm puts both of her hands up to her face and gives a shocked gasp. Oh. And tears start welling up in her eyes.
I'll start arranging the body in a more dignified position, and however it was dropped.
Didn't flat drop it, just set it down. Gently.
Close the eyes, put the arms over the chest, things like that.
You didn't close his eyes before you put it in the bag?
I was in a bit of a hurry then.
They were in the middle of the street.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right. Realm looks horrified and sad. Her eyes continue to well up with tears, and she
With
leaves
a
the three of you.
sigh, I'm gonna ask Realm to go find Calantha.
Hey, Sadok.
Yeah.
You want to take over Calantha for this?
Sure.
Realm goes to find Calantha and, teary-eyed, kind of tugs at her sleeve.
What is it?
Sadok's gone.
What?
And she tugs at Calantha's sleeve again.
She will march up towards the deck.
Realm leads you not towards the deck, but towards a smaller room under the deck.
Oh, did they move the corpse?
No, teleportation circle's not on the deck.
Oh, gotcha. Step in the door. Stare angrily at the corpse for a minute. Then go digging through the bag of holding to find the wand of Speak with Dad. Because Calantha's not an idiot.
Yeah.
Use it and ask a single question. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well,
So what the fuck is wrong with him?
would you care to answer your own question?
Well, I feel like there's a lot of potential answers to that question. I'm not really sure where to begin. I suppose it all started with my childhood. Which Calantha would probably cut off pretty quickly.
Probably. Skip to the end.
So you're gonna have to clarify what you want. To which I guess Calantha would ask, why are you dead and not revived? Which, this is just like an after image of Sadok's brain, yeah? Rather than
Yeah.
Sadok himself?
Yeah.
Couldn't say. Betting heaven's pretty nice.
Kristona just gives a look at that. Like, that's why they're upset.
And what about the world ending and all of that nonsense? Nah, you guys have got this. I believe in you.
No, sorry, that's why Kristona's upset.
Give it a while
Calantha's-
before you make your final decision on that answer.
Calantha's just gonna sigh. Any of you guys got any questions for this asshole?
Are we allowed to punch him?
You have my permission.
Immediately punches the fuck out, like punches the corpse right in the face.
You probably shatter his face with your new Storm Giant
I
strength.
was about to say, does he just go splat?
Sadok's
It's
face
Stone
just
Giant.
goes. No, it's Storm
Oh, it's
Giant.
Oh, right, it is. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
You have storm giant strength. You just splat his head. And, there isn't quite a blood explosion because it's been a day and, things have dried out. There's enough blood and brains all over the floor that Realm pukes and then faints, though.
God damn it! Now we can't talk to him anymore.
Can I heal the corpse?
That would be mending.
Mending. Do I? Does anyone have mending? I don't.
Realm has mending. She's unconscious, though.
I have mending.
Yay!
I'm gonna give a look at Cristona for that one, and then proceed to try and reassemble his head.
Was she always that strong?
That's new.
Too new. Yeah, also too new.
I think you have 2 more questions to ask if you want.
Yeah.
After
If there's
Tiggeroy
anything
manages,
I want to ask.
after Tiggeroy manages to mend Sadok's jaw, at least, if not the rest of the accompanying.
Hopefully
Sorry,
you can at least
Ralph.
repair the skull.
Why? So that they can have wisecracks and sharpshooting advice anytime they need it?
Of course.
Next to the Bower heads.
God.
Well, sort
To
of.
be fair,
No,
then
they'll
whenever
need
we want to
company.
get out our frustration, we just shatter the skull and Diggeroy can put it back together.
Oh my fucking god. You guys are
There's only so many
monsters.
times I'm putting this back together for you.
I have stone giant strength and
You have storm giant
storm
strength.
giant
not
strength
stone
and covered in
giant
fungus and don't give a fuck about corpses. Yeah, I know I'm a monster.
You're
only
all
other question
monsters.
Calantha would ask is what to do with all of his shit. I.e., everything in the bag of holding. Which, eyes to Calantha, the artifact, along with all of the components for the demon ritual.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm looking through my inventory. It's kind of big at this point.
Yes, you guys have gotten a lot of stuff.
I have a sending stone to Avia. I don't even remember who the fuck that is.
The woman who you all hated so much at the Isle of Autumn, that you decided to go, that you decided to have Zalen rip time apart instead of
Yes.
deal with her.
Yes. Good times. So yeah, artifact to Calantha, the items for the demon banishing ritual to Calantha. But then I think everything else can get split up between the party. Oh, and if you could send my skull and the space hippo skulls to the church, and the crazy Nolan soul to the church. Calantha can deliver those.
Wait, which soul?
The crazy Nolan soul that the meditation guy was holding on to.
Oh,
that we
yeah.
recently rescued.
Right.
Right, but who's that in right now?
It's in a bottle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's in the bag of holding.
Here, so yeah. After, like, a little bit for that, Christina might think long and hard, and then, like, obviously can't telepathy with the corpse, so just kind of says it out loud and can't really hear herself. Like, why do you dislike us so much that you would not return to help us? And then just gonna leave it to everyone else who can actually hear it to repeat.
Oof.
I mean, I already answered that. A, heaven must be nice. B, I believe in you guys. You don't need me.
If anyone repeats it to her, she's gonna kind of... and just gonna walk off back up to the deck.
Okay, I probably wouldn't, because I don't want to get punched.
Not gonna punch anybody. Their knows it didn't come from them.
Alright. Clantha will sigh heavily. What an asshole. For all this time, just dying like that. She'll gather up the things that you said could go to her. And she'll leave the room. She will reach down and slap your corpse across the face before she leaves the room. But she will leave.
Just gonna go sit in the crow's nest.
Alright. Christina goes to sit in the crow's nest. Bauer, I can only assume, goes to get drunk. What's Diggeroy up to?
So much typing.
So much typing.
Well, after everybody's done being upset, I'll find a place to stick the body, probably wrap it up, and yeah, find somewhere to put it that it won't stink up the place. And then I'll see about getting the ship back homeward, at least.
Alright. Alrighty. So, you find a small, small refrigerated compartment below decks. And with Realm still unconscious, you lift the ship out. You take the ship up and into the air and get on your way. and start heading Visherad bound, or
Yeah, that way for now.
all right. So
I
you start.
will, during transit, also want to do some sendings.
Oh, okay. Who are you sending to?
I'll start with Monarch. Status update.
Mining and production continuing on previous schedule as expected. Dwarves are making good money, providing significant enhancements to production and the fortress. Readiness is currently greater than it has been in 1,300 years. We are almost at peak previous readiness.
Excellent. Good to hear.
Query: are you returning soon, Overseer?
That's the plan. Unless new information causes me to change that plan.
Okay.
But I do have to contact some other people, I think.
All right. Who are you thinking?
What's the guy's name in Aventine? The
Professor?
gnome. Yeah, that guy.
Professor Gearhart.
Right. I'm gonna send him a buzz.
All
Is
right.
Aventine still, a city?
It is still a city. Things are rumbling in the mountains. The Tarask's awakening is proceeding, albeit slowly. And as if that weren't enough, we're getting tidal waves coming in across the north shores of Sinaraja.
Hmm.
Anything new on your end?
Everything's going to shit.
Well,
So, no.
well, at least for once we're both on the same page. Should you wish to return here, I would advise you to do it soon. Sooner rather than later, at least. We will likely be invoking some of the old defenses. It may make it very difficult for you to travel in and out.
Thank you for the warning. Can't say I blame you.
Oh. Good. I'll let you know if things start going to even worse shit.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
That's all for now. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you. Anybody else you want to send to?
Thinking. Are we actually friends with anyone else?
I mean, you are friends with at least a couple of other people. Whether they're the sort of people you'd contact right now, I don't know.
I probably should reach out to the head of the Sharks and the head of the priestly contingent on the island.
Okay. Um.
The head of the Sharks is also just going to be a status update request.
Right. All right. You reach out to Gwen. Gwen lets you know. We, in a shocking turn of events, we're now we've been offered a legitimate privateering contract on trade between Enron and Regilium. The contract, you can hear him chuckle at the other end, is addressed to Lord Diggeroy of the Pretty Boy and the Backup Party.
What?
I have many names. Some call me Tim.
Where did that come from?
I haven't
Regillian.
He's a
Tim
lizard.
is Monty Python. I haven't signed it. Didn't know if you'd approve. But
Who and who?
the bridge building assholes and the assholes who won't stop talking with their hands. Hey, Regilium! We are the assholes! Bibbidi boppity, bobbity boopy!
I mean, you say the assholes like that narrows it down, dude.
I know.
Regillium was where we found that dragon, right? And freed it?
No.
No? Shit.
That was Drya.
Oh.
Regilium is the place where I think you first met Chucklefucker. Come to
Oh, and where we found Sophia?
yes.
Aha. Okay.
All right. So this is being offered by Enron.
Yes. Apparently they want to maintain good relationships with the new lord with the Warforged army on his doorstep.
Yeah, you do make friends that way. I would say go ahead.
All right. Well, all right.
I mean, haggle out a good deal, but
Of course. We've got people for that now, though.
They got
We hired.
agents.
I never thought we'd be big enough to merit something like this. But we hired an accountant.
Oh, Seneschal, nice.
either coming up in the world or being corrupted.
Probably a little bit of both. Thanks for giving us a shot when we were, what were we, 50 men? Appreciate it, boss.
Your grandkids will be ashamed to talk about you. Your great-great-grandkids will brag about you at every party.
Hell, who says that I'm going to have any grandkids at all? Kids?
Who says you don't have them already?
Freaking that hard to stop it, dude.
Oh, that's true. Who knows? Other than that, fleet's continuing to grow. We're a veritable little navy in our own right.
All right. Keep up the good work,
You too.
my friend.
Thanks, boss. Will do. You wanted to send one to the chief paladin dude?
Am I allowed to cast this for someone else?
Cast sending for someone else?
Yeah.
What?
I cannot. Okay. Yeah, I'll let the leader of the Paladin Order know that Sidok fell and could not be brought back.
Happens sometimes.
We're
You
bringing
choose
the
not to
remains.
come back. You choose not to come back, or you couldn't.
As far as I know, he chose.
Smart kid. This whole world really is a shithole. Regardless, there's still some fucked up shit, frankly, if you'll pardon my infernal, happening underneath this castle of yours. As long as that's happening, the Order of the Golden Lion will stick around.
Good to hear. We'll bring the body back for you to bury as you see fit.
Of course. I'll give it to the hands. I'm sure the left hand will be happy to have him back.
All right. Is there anything you think I should know?
Not currently. We're holding the line against rot. Bigger monsters are starting to come out of the woodwork, but no fatalities.
Good. I'll see you when I get back.
See you then. All right. Realm will wake up from her trauma-induced slumber.
Oh.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Nothing. Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Hmm.
Well, see, none of you guys can attune to a robe of the Archmage. But I
Yeah,
know what
nah.
Sadok is making. But I know what Sadok is making.
Well, yeah.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. Well, we kind of know what he's making. Kind of.
Yes, but I know it's something that can attune to that robe.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
It's a very
Whoops.
nice magic item.
Whoops.
Is it a
Oh
good
yeah, it's
robe of
a.
the Archmagi?
Huh?
It is a evil robe of the Archmage.
Ah.
Oh. Oh shit.
Which I don't think affects who can attune to it.
It does.
Oh, it
You have
does?
to be the correct alignment to attune it.
Yeah.
My bad. I did say it was gray. It is neutral.
Hmm.
Does it work for bards?
Nope.
It does not.
Rats.
I only put it in there because I knew none of the people who were currently in the party could attune to it. Because I'm the worst like that.
Is that why you decided just to die? You knew what it was. You're like, oh, this is the time.
But yeah, there's 25,000 gold to now split amongst three of you. There's a 6-pack of Supreme Healing Potions. 1 use each of Sovereign Glue and Universal Solvent, a Carpet of Flying, a Helm of Teleportation, and a Crystal Ball. And a ring of spells.
Your spell starting requires attunement, right?
I believe it does. Yes.
Mhm.
I think the carpet does not, so we can have external air support
Yeah,
during
Indeed,
combat.
you can.
Ship.
this is true. Trying to figure out whether I have any more.
Launch fighters. Need a few more though, really.
Or all my. No. No, wait, my staff is attunement, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, that's my last thing. It wouldn't show up in D&D
All
Beyond.
all the artifacts except for Digger Eyes are attunement.
Okay.
They're
And
also,
I just
you
can
know,
attune things.
yeah.
So were any of those things he was carrying an artifact?
No, he gave his artifact to Calintha, who will figure out pretty quickly that it does not work for her,
Oh.
unfortunately.
Hmm.
The artifacts are made for you guys. They will not work for anybody else. But yeah. Alright. You guys continue sailing upon the winds back towards the Visharad. And eventually you make your way out of the wild places and back towards the back towards the lovely, lovely, more sane areas of Four Skulls Street.
More sane.
You come in towards the Visherad. The fortress has changed quite a bit since the last time you guys were there, actually. I think it's been a while. The walls are fully fixed up. There are patrols of Warforged going back and forth on the wall itself. There are shiny new siege weapons placed atop the wall to better defend the fortress. And you can see dug into the rock outside of the walls because it does not fit within them. Um, the entrance to a mine. You guys eventually dock at the large airship dock affixed to the top of the newly reconstructed keep. And find yourselves at home in the Visherad. Once you've finished docking, Realm just wanders off the ship, and then dimension doors away.
Yeah, I might just wander the service for a while to see how things are growing.
All right. The fertility experiment stuff that you had going that was going on, seems to have borne fruit as well. A lot of the weird white stone that was atop the Visherad is now fertile soil. And you can see that there are actually a few people out there in the fields working it.
Are they the druids or are they new people?
They're new people. There are a few druids watching over them, but they seem to be non-druidic people working the fields.
I kind of stare and watch that for a while and then keep going.
All right. Manoke comes out to greet you all. Hello, all of you. Overseer.
Hello?
Do you have need of anything while you are here?
I'm sure we will, but for the moment, I think we need rest.
Of course, Overseer. We have prepared rooms for you and your party within the newly reconstructed keep. They are yours to use instead of sleeping below in bunks.
Excellent.
Alright, he will motion on the nearby Warforged. And they will show you to your shiny new.
Out of curiosity, can I connect to Manak? Can I hear him?
Connect.
Telepathically.
Uh, yes. Yes, you can.
Makes note of that.
Warforged are constructs, but they're still creatures.
Mm-hmm. I just know we had that whole thing going about whether they have souls and stuff, so that's a step.
Yeah. Nobody's, there hasn't been any progress on that in a while. You know, who knows? Yeah, they will show each of you to your rooms. Or one of the Warforged will show you guys to your rooms. Dilroy, your room is at the top of the keep. It includes a little observatory with which to observe the stars. Other than that, it has a large cartographer's table and a very nice bed. Bauer, yours is pretty simple, could even be described as Spartan, but it has about 6 kegs of ale stuck in the corner of the room.
Good to go.
Yeah.
I figured Cristona, yours is middle-ish of the keep. However, it has entirely transparent walls for actually no, that's something Cristona would hate. It is completely dark besides a few bioluminescent mushrooms.
Huh.
And it has several little nooks and alcoves clearly magically shaped into the walls that Manak clearly figured would be beneficial for growing mushrooms. My initial thought was like, yeah, it should be like a greenhouse. And then as I was saying it, that's what I wrote down. And then as I was saying it, like, oh no, that would be terrible for Cristona.
Yeah.
So you got a completely dark anti-greenhouse instead.
Yay.
Yeah. Anything you guys would like to do while you are on the island?
Probably eventually see how Garrett is, but and how things are going below, but that's about it at the moment I can think of.
Deroy, anything you want to do? Bauer, anything you want to
Nope.
do? All right.
Drink the ale.
Oh, actually,
So it really comes down to we have to decide what we want to do next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
is there a place I can buy potions?
If you hop the water to Enrin, yes.
Okay, well, we'll see where we go.
That's like less than a day's trip. You've got time. Um, it's less than a day's trip of heavily patrolled water. You won't even get attacked. Yeah. So what do you guys want to do next, though, is the
That's a
real...
question.
Wait. Let's eliminate things we know we don't want to do. David, where do you think we're going to...
I hate you. I have no idea where you're... I have no idea where you're going next. I'm like pulling up my notes on Viscerod subplots because I didn't even expect you guys to go back here. There are Viscerod things that were happening because I didn't expect you guys to get back here. I expected you to actually try and fight the soul.
Mm-hmm.
And instead you just got Sado killed and then fucked off.
Hey, we didn't get Sadok killed. Sadok got Sadok killed.
That was a communal you. Regardless, yeah. What do you guys want to do next?
Hmm. Well, we had the start of various things.
Yeah, you have a few things that you could do. Like, there's still 2 pieces of Nolan out floating about that you guys haven't either left be or checked in on. Let me run down all the things that I remember offhand. There's still 2 pieces of Nolan that you guys haven't either checked in on or secured in some way, shape, or form. There's still stuff going on underneath the Viscerod with Drow.
Yep, I need to speak to the drow.
Digoroy had some hints, or you guys had some hints pointing you towards the Northern Ocean, that there's some shit that's happening there. There's what's going on with the Tarask, if you want to get more involved with that. There's...
Ain't nobody wants to fuck with the Tarask.
Well, sooner or later, somebody's not going to have a choice.
I think that's when we move.
Yeah, you just up and move continents.
Do we make Howl's Moving Castle out of the Viscerod? Yes, please.
It'd have to be like a flying island, because there's so much built into the island underneath it.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, I know you would. There's apparently tidal waves off of the north side of Sinaraja, which may or may not be related to the stuff you guys have found out about the Northern Ocean, and a particularly dickish druid who lives there. What else? Oh, yeah, you guys wanted to find some way to kill... What are you calling him? Dick shit?
Yeah, it's dick shit.
Or, hell, you can fuck off into Sigil or whatever you want.
I mean, we did that.
Yeah, but at the same time... We know Diggeroy would just fucking leave Yualia if he could. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
It's probably a good thing Diggeroy doesn't have plane shift for himself.
Would have been even more words with him and Christona.
Yeah. It's up to you guys what you care about and what you do and where to go. That's a lot of silence as to where to go.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried.
I mean, Christona might lean towards potentially the drow, because doesn't exactly want to deal with more of Haitius and Gamir's bullshit right now. It's also closer to quote-unquote home, but it's not really home. But can't really go back to the other group at the moment. But we'll happily punch Atula again.
It's up to you guys.
I am still thinking.
All right.
Yeah, mine. I'm kind of at the point now where I feel like we've disrupted Nolan enough that I'm not worried about him coming back together.
Okay.
Until the solar fucks up all the rest of them and takes them.
Well, as long as we have one, then the solar doesn't have a complete set.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do? And who knows where the part that was in Sudoku went.
Yeah.
And he seemed to be pretty sure, or he seemed to be a bit presumptuous with him going to
Going to what?
heaven.
Who was going to heaven?
Sadok seemed to assume so.
Well, I mean, if you weren't in heaven, why wouldn't you accept the resurrection?
Fair point.
Yeah.
Hmm. I thought we were still talking about Nolan.
Me too. So yeah. Okay. So not Nolan. Cool. Doricus Dorvaldre will be on his own then. Perhaps he will occasionally send you messages about asking you if you know who his dad is. Um,
Is he ever going to tell us?
I don't know. Are you ever going to ask him?
I'll probably just start telling him about how I never knew my father, and he should be happy he knows his.
That's the spirit. God, you're such an asshole. I hate you all. I'm telling my dad.
Also tell him you love him. That's how this works.
I don't love him. He's the worst.
Then why?
Yeah. You could go. Actually, you could go solar hunting if you wanted.
Hmm.
That was a thing you were interested in. Should you be so interested, you could just go fucking hunt down the solar who killed Sadog. But up to you guys. Not Nolan bits though. Okay, I can get behind this.
Hmm.
Hunting down the solar does have a certain appeal.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can go solar hunting. You can go underwater hunting. You can go underground hunting. Cover all your bases.
Hmm. Kristen would probably be on the fence about the solar because you don't entirely give a fuck about it in particular. Or like Sadok didn't seem to, so
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying.
I shall go along with it if they want to. It's probably just gonna be some frustration for a while in general.
Fair.
What does Bauer want to do?
Break things.
What a
What else
simple
is
man.
new?
Yeah.
Do you want to break things here or do you want to break things over there?
Yes.
Look at all the unbroken things. Well, the other option would be to go all the way north and deal with whatever's going on up there.
Hmm. Which north thing is that?
The Gamir one.
Oh, Gamir. Yeah.
Yeah. Some shit's going on in the Nutongi Ocean.
Find the Tritons.
Those people don't know us well enough to hate us, and I feel like they're being left out.
Fuck.
Take inspiration for that.
Shit.
That's going on the fucking quote wall.
Yes, please. Oh my god.
Hidden it.
Good.
Oh. Okay. Well.
I think that's where we're going next.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Well, I am so glad that that's where you've decided to go. I actually am. But yeah.
Wants to throw more Nutongi at us.
Oh, you have no idea. No idea. I will have to get up to some very questionable Photoshop, though.
I have some idea.
So many arms attached to them. So many.
So many.
Flesh
golem Nutongi. Got it.
So many arms. Like, oh my god. You look at them and then you just say, oh my goodness. Why are there so many arms?
Oh my god, Becky, look at its arms.
Oh my god, Becky, you can't just ask why someone has so many arms. What the fuck? Yeah. Alright, the Valley Girl renditions aside. Right. We have a new destination. And I think with Sadok being dead and all, this is about as good a place as we're gonna get to end session. So yeah. End of session for tonight, guys.
Ayo.
Cool.
Rip.
Rip.
The only reason I threw solars at you was because I knew that you guys had EC resurrection magic.
Yeah, fuck you.
I feel like Zadok was looking for an excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to have provided it.
Also,
I guess.
I realized a couple sessions ago Sadok should have been dead without resurrection anyway. Because I went down at one point when I was still unable to get beneficial magic.
Oh, that's
and
true.
And healed me back up. So.
That is true. Oh well, you won't have to deal with that anymore.
Yep. Now I get to make a whole new round of bad decisions.
Oh god.
No, this character is not going to be as rash and reckless. Sort of.
Sounds like they're gonna be older.
Just gonna romance
Well,
necros,
yes.
obviously, but
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
Can I just give Diggeroy double inspiration because just on principle
Sure.
I don't want to give it to Sadok.
Sure, Diggerwell, you have 2 uses of inspiration for next session.
That quote was too good.
That is the best quote that I think we've had since taking the dick less traveled by.
Yay. Oh fuck. And with that, I'm gonna stop the stream. Bye-bye.
All right.
I'm a badass asexual polyhedral dice holder. I'm proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral dice holder. I'm proud to be. In whatever sitch, like singing on Twitch or playing D&D. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral dice holder. You may call me obsessive, but I just border on being a collector and being a dragon that sits atop my treasure. That's so shiny. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral dice holder. And my partners love me for it. I'm a natural 20 when it comes to